think of hip-hop without thinking fresh to death. For 50 years, hip-hop and fashion have been connected like Run and DMC. But we're not just talking about clothes. For hip-hop, fashion is an extension of the art, not just how we look, but who we are. This would have seemed completely out of reach 50 years ago. A hip-hop star like Pharrell Williams taking a bow after a runway show in Paris for his menswear collection for Louis Vuitton. And if you need more proof that hip-hop has hijacked high fashion, look at the Met Gala. From Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion to A$AP Rocky and Diddy, rappers are red carpet regulars. 24 years after Lil' Kim became the first hip-hop star to get an invitation.
I think that they realized that the Met Gala was staged and that having all white Hollywood superstars was nice, but that's not really going to move the pop culture needle. So if we're not in the room, then are you really even having a really big pop culture moment? You're not.
If there's an additional element of hip-hop, it's gotta be fashion, just as vital as the rap, the beats, the graffiti, and the breakdancing. From Glorilla to Salt and Pepper, there has always been a look to match the sound.
We're not soft, we're not hard, we in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a little makeup.
Yeah, some combat boots, you know?
Early on, baggy clothes were favored because they were more functional for breakdancing, and the colors were bright, inspired by graffiti art. It was mostly underground until the 80s and Dapper Dan.
It was the 80s. It was the crack epidemic, and there was a lot of money in Harlem. And therefore, the young men that were making money wanted to differentiate themselves from the hustlers of old. And Dapper Dan realized that a Louis Vuitton purse being carried by a hustler's girlfriend had such great cachet, and he thought, well, what if I take that purse and I put it on a jacket? And that was the game changer.
But he wasn't the only game changer.
Something really significant happened with Run-DMC, which was their partnership with Adidas.
Before the relationship with Adidas, no one had any endorsement. They were the first group to really figure out how to create something special, not knowing what the outcome was going to be. So the song My Adidas was just created because they wanted to talk about their style of footwear. Little did they know that it would catch the attention of the marketing agents and the CEO of Adidas.
Hip-hop stars started to focus their influence on their own communities. By the early 90s, there were streetwear brands like Walker Wear and FUBU, which grossed $350 million in 1998 alone. Hip-hop fashion had become big business. And they began launching their own clothing lines, too, as Russell Simmons did with Phat Farm in 1992. Then Diddy entered the picture with Sean John, and nothing has ever been the same again.
It was such an iconic moment in time because he announced to the world that this was not going to be your average urban fashion brand. It really did let us see, oh, there's another way to approach this.
As hip-hop has gone high fashion, it's produced its own star designers, from the late Virgil Abloh, who worked with stars like Kanye West, to Sergio Hudson, who has dressed Michelle Obama. Their designs are in mainstream magazines and in major ad campaigns, influencing style and breaking barriers more than ever before.
One of the things that I've loved in watching fashion through the lens of hip-hop is the way that different lanes have opened up. From Uzi doing the like emo look, Megan having like almost like an evolution of like Beyonce's like leotards that she was performing in for so long, the two pieces. I think that there's such a variety, you know, you can wear huge clothes, you can wear tight clothes, like there's a lane for everybody, I think, within hip hop fashion, and I think the most important tenet of it is individuality and setting a trend, not just following it.